Oscar bait, Oscar ballots, Oscar parties, Oscar night. It's Hollywood's biggest, but as often as the Academy gets it right, they fuck up. Shakespeare in Love over Saving Private Ryan, Crash over Brokeback, and what is Green Book? That's why we're going through the Oscars eligibility lists, movie by movie, year by year, and finding out what truly is the better picture. And my name is Sidney.
I'm Steven.
Yes, and this is the story of how my town, Salem, lost its motherfucking mind. And we are not starting with that movie.
No.
I just wanted to start with that quote because it's something. It's something.
It's something, yeah.
We'll talk about Assassination Nation later. But first we'll talk about Destroyer.
And then Searching.
And then Searching.
And
then I forget.
I forgot to.
Yeah.
On to Destroyer.
Yeah. Well, we're in between TIFF screenings right now, so we kind of gotta move on. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we gotta run.
We gotta move forward so
we can see K-pops.
Yeah, Anderson .Paak's directorial debut. Yeah. Nope. Nothing better interrupt this.
Yeah. We already seen 2.
Yeah, 2 today.
2 screenings, then we got a 3rd later.
Uh-huh.
So far, what did you think?
TIFF is fun. I like TIFF. Watch Universal Language, everybody. Good movie.
Yeah. That was the best?
That was my favorite.
Okay. I think my favorite's still Queer. Yeah.
Guadagnino.
Guadagnino. I guess that's not a surprise.
That'll never come up on this podcast. Guadagnino?
Oh, God, I guess not.
Yeah, never come up. It'll never come up in this entire podcast series.
Are you being ironic?
Yes, I am being ironic. Because
fucking God, that's like my favorite movie of his.
Okay, so Destroyer. This is a movie produced by Fred Berger, Phil Hay, and Matt Manfredi, directed by Karen Kusama, and written by Phil Hay and Matt Manfredi. And this movie is about Nicole Kidman being a cop and being depressed and alcoholic and having a bad relationship with her daughter and other things.
Sure.
What did you think?
I kind of liked it.
Okay, all right.
I'm kind of surprised about that a bit.
Yeah? You're surprised you like it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't expect too much out of it at all.
Yeah? Yeah, okay.
It's not great.
It is not great at all.
And I feel like you can tell that going in, which is why I'm like, I had fun with it.
Okay.
You didn't?
Not really, no. I respect it. There are scenes that are really well done for me, like the whole bank sequence.
Yeah. The
bank robbery sequence where she goes in and stops the bank. You're pulling random things out of your pockets.
That's all.
Oh
wait, no, I have more.
It's like Mary Poppins' bag over here. But yeah, Nicole Kidman's character, she goes into a bank. She shoots a bunch of bank robbers. She captures Tatiana Maslany.
Right.
That's a good sequence.
It is a good scene.
You know what I like? I like the sound design. We'll start off with that.
Okay.
Because I feel like we don't often have a lot to say about sound design in these movies.
Besides, like, Quiet Place.
Besides A Quiet Place, and The Favorite was another one. But...
Yeah.
But, Thank you. But Destroyer, I think, has great ambient sound all over the city. Son of a bitch.
Okay.
That was my main thing. The city is pretty much a character in this movie, and the sound design helps that.
People often say that. Is it, though?
Yes.
Okay.
I believe so.
L.A.?
Yeah.
Okay, sure.
Well, what's sound design, Steven? Destroyer?
I didn't focus on it too much.
Again, okay.
Again, I did focus on the score, though.
The score. What do you think of the score?
I kind of like it. It's interesting. I like the bank robber scene specifically.
Yeah, that's a good track.
I mean, it's very score heavy.
Are we in agreement that that's the best sequence in the movie?
Yeah. Even though I guess we're getting into spoilers already, right?
Oh yeah, this is straight up a spoiler podcast.
I was so fucking confused when that bank sequence starts, when she just goes in and starts shooting right away.
Yeah, I don't know if cops can do that.
No.
Although I guess she's a dirty cop.
Yeah, dirty doesn't even. She's very dirty. Yeah. She's so dirty, in fact. Let me check notes. She jerked a guy off for information and then spat. And then she spat on it as well. Isn't that right, Sidney?
That's completely right. That's what happens in the movie.
Yeah, that's a scene. That's like one of my first notes because that happens like early on. But yeah, she just goes in. A few cops, like a few backup arrive.
This is after the hand job.
This is after the hand job, not directly after.
Yeah.
But after, and then she just like, fucking straight up just starts shooting.
Yeah.
There's civilians in there.
Yeah.
She just goes straight in. I'm like, what the fuck is happening?
It's crazy.
It confused me. That's another note I had. I think I just said what the fuck on here or something like that because like obviously like yeah she's a dirty cop and she does shit like
it is a character study of how
she does so much shit though. You don't I guess like she says she doesn't care what happens to her after the fact, but like I mean it doesn't even catch up to her in the movie by the end, which is interesting.
She dies.
She dies, but like okay, sure. But anyway, she just straight up starts like fucking just guns blazing.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's the way to do it. I'm sorry to say.
I kind of wish this was a better character study. I think it was a little by the numbers for me.
Yeah. Okay, fine. I think Nicole Kidman's performance was...
It's all right.
It was all right.
It was good.
It was good. Her makeup looked a bit odd.
Really? I really like the makeup.
It looks a bit odd. I don't know.
Is it just because you're used to Nicole Kidman, though?
Well, yeah. I mean, it is definitely that. And then seeing her look like that is kind of jarring.
I think she looks more like a real person in this movie.
Oh, God. I don't know about that. It's... Sure. I can definitely tell it's like...
That was a lot of the marketing around this movie. Like, oh, look how Nicole Kidman...
Look how ugly she looks.
Yeah, she's ugly now. Oh. They put prosthetic teeth on her. Wow.
Yeah. And then in the flashback sequences, when she's young, she kind of just looks like Kristen Stewart.
Yeah.
To me, at least.
Yeah, she the young Kidman makeup is pretty good as well. Sure. I think in general, hair and makeup, good.
It's very like...
Great. I liked it.
It is a bit jarring going into it, I will say. Just like in general.
Yeah.
It's like one of the first like takeaways. Like, oh shit, that's what she looks like?
Yeah.
Okay.
She looks like a real person.
You're saying Nicole Kidman doesn't look like a real person already?
No.
Okay. Anyways, the score in that scene, I was gonna say. I like it.
The score in general.
The score in general you like?
I really liked it.
I am trying to remember some of the tracks. I do remember while watching, I was like...
I listened to the score like on its own, and I'm usually not that kind of guy who does that sort of thing. Mm-hmm. But listening to it on its own, I was surprised how well it holds up.
Yeah?
Yeah, just like no real visuals to add to it. It holds up, man. I really like it. The score, I want to say, is by, I believe, Theodore Melfi? Or Theodore Shapiro. Theodore Shapiro is the composer for Destroyer.
Mm-hmm. Nephew of Ben Shapiro, of course.
I don't think so. He uses a lot of cello.
Yeah.
I really like the cello.
Yeah. I'm kind of like, because I just watched Assassination Nation, that is.
Yes.
I feel like I'm starting to blend the two in my head for some reason.
They're both kind of electronic, but Assassination Nation is more techno.
Okay.
I guess. And this is more...
Oh, starting to blend the fucking two in my head. Okay.
Why? Destroyer...
I feel like
these are two very different movies. These are three very different movies. I'm happy with the picks.
Yeah, okay. Anyways, continue, bitch.
I mean, it breaks the axis a lot. I don't know if you noticed that.
Okay, sure, yeah.
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 But yeah, I don't know. Cinematography in general? I don't know how
You're looking at me.
What do you think, then?
No, continue.
Well, I was passing it off to you.
I want to hear what you have to say.
It breaks the axis a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's annoying. Don't do that. That's like the first rule of film school.
Was it, like, jarring to you?
It was jarring to me.
Okay. I did notice it. Mm-hmm. I feel like I'm starting to look at that shit more and more.
Mm-hmm.
And I do notice it more. It wasn't too bad in this, though. If it's jarring to you, though. I feel like once you start to notice that shit, it becomes more apparent, though.
Yeah. What are your other thoughts on Destroyer?
My other thoughts of Destroyer. Let me check my notes here, all right? On this time.
I'm very happy with this timing. We're 11 minutes in, it looks like, or almost 12, and we've covered a lot of Destroyer. I'm worried we're talking about it too fast, but...
No, I really like Bradley Whitford.
I had that written down, too.
I think he's my favorite character in this movie by far. The elbow shit.
Yeah.
It's fucking hilarious in this. He's such a good character actor.
Bradley Whitford has one scene in this movie, and it's fucking amazing.
He fucking steals it.
It is... I guess I already said the bank robbery was the best scene in the movie, but, I mean, Bradley Whitford is a close second. Yeah.
I think this was better for me. He's the best character in it.
I think so, yeah.
What happens to him? He gets,
She beats the shit out of him,
in front of his son, yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And she gets information out of him, and then she moves on.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot of this movie.
Right, yeah. Right? It's just...
getting information to the next
Nicole
person.
Kidman, I don't know. It's so...
Oh, okay, I guess we can explain the plot a bit, right?
Right.
Because... I mean, why are we doing a spoiler podcast and then explaining the plot? Whatever. So it takes place, between, the present and then the past, right?
Yeah.
But then we'll get into that.
It's a non-linear movie.
But it
starts at the beginning, then it goes to it starts at the end. I'm already fucked up. Anyway, basically, Nicole Kidman plays... Aaron Bell, a disgraced police officer who once went undercover in a sting operation with a gang. Sebastian Stan, another cop.
They have really stupid gang tattoos.
Yeah.
Do you know what their gang tattoos were? Do you remember it?
I don't.
It's 3 fucking dots on the back of their neck.
Right, yes.
So stupid.
That's ridiculous.
What kind of fucking gang are there? And it's all led by the dude Silo.
Yeah, or Silas.
Silas. Sorry. Thinking of an actual Silo here.
Mm-hmm.
Silas, yeah. And it's just her trying to find him because, I mean, she's responsible for Sebastian Stan's death in a way.
Yeah, we should mention she went undercover with Sebastian Stan. They're pretending to be lovers, but they fall in
lovers.
love. I don't know. Sebastian Stan just never has any screen presence for me. I don't know about you.
I
know women love him.
Yeah.
But I don't get it, man.
He's
physically attractive.
Uh-huh.
He looks like
so
many other white people.
He's a good actor.
Sure.
He does his role in this, which is
one note.
What?
So one-dimensional.
Yeah. But
he's just a guy for her to fall in love with and fuck and get pregnant from. And then he dies, and she's still pregnant. She has the daughter, and she's a bad actress. And she fucks a 20-year-old or something.
The daughter?
The daughter.
Yeah, that's kind of weird. She's like, that's very weird, actually. She's like 16. He looks so much older than 20.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know.
He looks like mid to late 20s, and it's creepy as fuck.
It is creepy.
She comes in.
He's a creepy guy.
Yeah, and, like, he gets confronted by her, like, the mom, and is like, he's just so fucking creepy, and I thought they were going to kill him off. I'm like, she's going to kill him for sure. I almost expected him to be related to, like, somehow, there was, like, a twist, and he was going to be, like, related to the case, and it was going to be...
There is a twist, but we'll get to it.
There is a twist, but that's not it.
Yeah.
He kind of just gets paid off and leaves. Which is good. He's a creepy fuck.
Yeah. Don't date teenage girls. Yeah.
That has to be said, apparently.
Oh, yeah. Don't do it.
Okay.
What do you get out of it, man?
Let's not talk about it. We'll talk about that more in Assassination Nation.
That's true.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
It's the pedophile episode.
And that doesn't happen in Searching, but
no.
Like it's...
Well, there's almost like...
Yeah,
yeah. We'll get to that,
boy.
though.
We'll get to that.
Is this the pedophile episode?
It's the fucking pedophile episode. God damn it.
We could have maybe picked better pedophile movies, though.
Maybe, yeah. I like the editing in this. Oh, wait, plot. Sorry.
Okay.
I like the editing. It has a lot of crossfades. I like crossfades. I like Lynn Ramsey movies. I don't know.
Okay. Sure. Are we talking about the editing or the plot?
I got sidetracked with the editing.
The editing in the flashbacks are sometimes confusing.
Yeah, I can see that, yeah.
I don't know. Bit clunky. I know I used that word today, again, to describe editing. But, like, when you're going with, like, flashbacks, you got to be a bit more concise with it. Again, with that. I don't know. It just felt a bit clunky to me. That's, like, where I didn't really like the editing. But besides that, good.
Yeah.
There's a...
Crossfades. I wrote in my notes, I heart crossfades.
Yeah.
I do.
I
love them too much.
There was a very interesting way this movie starts.
He's stroking his chin. Yeah?
I was like, what the fuck is up with this skateboarding? You remember?
I was gonna mention that. It begins and ends with skateboarding. You must love this movie.
I fucking love it, yeah. It ends... Well, it specifically ends with...
Steven loves skateboarding movies.
She's in her car, right? And she's like... There's, like, these skateboarders behind her. And then one dude's trying to do a kickflip. Yeah. But it's, like, cut back to back to back of this dude messing up a kickflip. Right? Like 3 times in a row, and then it's the title card. What the fuck does that mean? You're watching it.
I don't think that has any meaning. I can't think of any.
Well.
Okay,
that's what I mean.
What's your analysis?
Give me a second here, you fat... Oh, no, I'm not... Oh, I'm so sorry.
Gained a little weight.
But... Oh, no, Sydney.
Oh.
You're beautiful.
I'm fat.
You're beautiful. You're beautiful. I'm sorry. I'm genuinely... I'll go. But yeah. three consecutive failed kickflips for some fucking reason. And then it cuts to the title card. Feels like an obvious, like not like an obvious, but like feels like a purposeful choice. But you're like, why the fuck did they do that? That makes no sense. It feels very odd to me, at least. And, well, as you see, I was like wondering it the whole time. And then we get to the end of the movie, and it cuts back to her in the car. And there's the skateboard kid, right? And you get more of like a close-up on the skateboard, and he does a kickflip, and he lands it, and then she dies. It's like the most spiritual kickflip I've ever seen, in a way. I still don't fucking get it, but it's supposed to like act as some sort of like resolution or something, or like arc in a way. But why? I don't understand it. It's such a weird choice.
We're getting
why the
sidetracked.
kickflip? Yeah. No, this is a part of the movie.
Yeah,
this is like
we're telling the plot like in order. Then we jump to the end.
I guess.
But yeah, Nicole, like Sebastian Stan gets killed. Nicole Kidman is pregnant with his baby. 16 years later, her daughter is now dating a man his late 20s.
Yeah.
And she's a fucking alcoholic.
Yeah.
With PTSD because of that. And she learns that the gang she once worked with is planning another robbery. And so she goes around to the old gang members, beats them up, jerks them off for information. And it's all sort of pathetic.
Oh, yeah.
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 Then she stops the robbery. She kidnaps Tatiana Maslany. That's never brought up again. She might just still be in Nicole Kidman's apartment.
Oh, God.
Right?
Yeah. Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Is that right?
She
and
basically
then she dies in the car. So
she basically chains her up in her apartment, gets more information out of her. Maslany calls her fucking alcoholic or whatever. Then she finds Silas, the leader of the gang, and she shows up. He starts a villain monologue. She shoots him.
Yeah.
Which is funny.
Yeah.
And I don't know, at some point she's just internally bleeding. Thank you for that.
Yeah, I don't know how that... I forgot. Does that explain
She got a lot of damage,
I guess,
throughout the movie. That was probably like within 1 week. She seemed to be in excruciating pain throughout the film.
Yeah, okay. It's still unclear how she died.
Internal bleeding. Untreated.
Sure, man.
She just dies in her car.
And it's like very spiritual.
Mm-hmm.
Because I guess she got some closure. I don't know.
Yeah. With her daughter.
Probably the best way for her to go, because she would have been thrown in jail immediately.
That's true, yeah.
I love in the beginning it opens and she's like, I know who did it. And then she just kind of walks away.
Yeah.
And then it like continues on with the movie.
And then...
But then it's revealed at the end. The twist is...
But yes, what is the twist, Steven? What is the twist of Destroyer?
The beginning is actually the end.
Yes.
That's the twist. And then it like... It's kind of clever in a sense.
Yes.
Like, you don't see it coming, right?
Yeah, she is the killer. She is the killer.
She is the killer, in a sense. But it is kind of stupid that she's like, I know who did it. He's like, why don't you tell us? And then she just flips him off and walks away and then just cuts to the next scene. Like, what kind of fucking cop, you know?
She's a disgraced cop.
She's such a shitty cop to the point where, like, I don't even know how she's a cop.
Yeah.
She does such, like,
It's like...
She does actual criminal shit in this.
You've seen The French Connection, right?
No, but I'm
assuming... It reminds me a lot... I feel like it's going for that sort
Cops
of Popeye Doyle.
Okay.
Like, this is a cop that only gets away with it because he's a cop sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
He's a horrible, shitty person.
Oh, yeah.
And then the end, it's implied that he dies, I believe.
Oh
my God!
Jesus Christ! Spoiling.
No,
two
wait,
movies.
no, wait. He doesn't die because there's a French Connection too.
All right, yeah. Fucking hell.
I'm sorry. It's just ambiguous ending.
Right. Yeah.
This is
not ambiguous though.
Yeah.
It's pretty clear. She dies.
This is the female French Connection.
But she got the best way out, if you tell me. The best thing that could have happened.
Bleeding?
Yeah, the best thing that could have happened to her, she dies before they figure out what the fuck she's done.
That's true. And she made amends with her daughter.
Kind of, I guess. Yeah.
What do you think of the daughter?
Yeah. Well, no, I shouldn't say that. She's like, man, her character is just like, I've been fucked up by my mom. I have mommy issues.
Yeah.
And, like, I don't trust people now, kind of. I'm maturing way too fast because, you know.
Yeah. Could have used a much better actress, I must say.
Sure.
I thought she was straight up bad in this movie. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Her character didn't make sense in in fairness to the actress, Jade Pettyjohn.
Her character didn't make sense.
I mean, she flips around a lot.
In
right?
What ways?
She's angry at her mom, and then her very last scene.
Because they have like a whole
they have a
one-on-one.
Yeah, they have a dinner scene at the end without the boyfriend.
Because he's gone.
Because he got paid off.
Yeah.
And she just starts on this big monologue about how her mother, they were in the woods together and there was a fire or something, and she's saying, why were we there? Why were we there, Mom? Why was that happening to us?
Well,
and it's like, okay. I don't know. You weren't speaking this eloquently before. You weren't so open before.
It is a whole thing about like her asking like, did you have like one good memory? And that was her one good memory, and it was still kind of shitty. But she was just like, I feel safe with you.
Okay.
That's like the whole purpose of it.
Maybe I just saw this movie like 2 weeks ago.
My bad.
Yeah.
No, it hasn't been that long. Has it?
Feels like 2 weeks, honestly.
Oh, Jesus, okay. Well, that's the point of the scene. To say, at least.
Yeah. It's a sort of forgettable movie. I'm sorry.
You don't have to be sorry.
Yeah.
It's definitely not great. But, like, I had a good enough time for what it is. For what it is, I think it's okay.
Mm-hmm. I think in general the supporting actors are one note. Except Bradley Whitford, who's just fucking crazy.
Yeah. Uh-huh. I'm not mad at that. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
So, what else? Yeah, any other actors you want to put on spotlight here?
No, you're kind of right. Even with, like, the main villain, Silas, who doesn't get too much screen time.
Yeah.
He's
just a little dry.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I liked, what's his name? I wrote it down, and I can't read my notes.
Can't read your own handwriting.
I genuinely can't.
Look at this guy.
There was a scene where, like, it was like a flashback scene, and they were, like, forcing this dude to play, like, Russian roulette.
Oh, that scene.
Yeah.
You liked the guy who played Russian roulette?
Yeah. I thought he...
And he dies in the flashbacks, right? Because he doesn't show up. No, wait, he does! See, this movie's so forgettable! He's like the immigration lawyer. And he doesn't get the shit kicked out of him.
There you go. And
good for him.
I do like the directing in that scene a lot. I will say, there's a specific shot I think that is really fucking good. Because it's like, it's this whole moment leading up to, like, obviously it's like, they don't know if there's a bullet in the gun or not. Mm-hmm. And he kind of, like, plays with him to pull the trigger.
Yeah.
And I thought he plays it really well, first of all. But then it's like, it kind of, like, builds up. He, like, puts the gun to his head. And then it cuts to, like, this wide shot from the back. Mm-hmm. And I thought that was really good because it really felt like there was going to be a bullet in that gun. I don't know. Just, like, the fact that, like, I feel like, at least me, I'm, like, kind of, like, if I see that kind of shot, that, like, wide shot right before he pulls the trigger, I think that's going to mean, like, he's going to die, right?
Yeah.
Usually that's how they show, like, someone blowing their brains out.
Okay.
Right? It's, like, a wide shot from the back. I feel like that's pretty normal.
Okay,
It kind of played with me. And then it, like, you know, there was no bullet. It played with me. It tricked me. I'm like, okay, that was tense. That was pretty fucking good.
Godspeed, Karen.
Karen.
I looked up interviews. They always pronounce her name Karen Kusama.
Is that the director?
Yeah.
I know that.
Yeah, you should know that.
I know that. She did Jennifer's Body.
Yeah.
That's a great movie.
Okay, yeah.
That's a fucking great movie.
She has such an eclectic Filmography.
A much better directed movie. Interesting. A much better movie in, like, every sense of the word.
Because she did this, which is, like, a crime thriller, and Jennifer's Body, which is a teen horror comedy.
Yeah.
The Invitation is a straight drama?
Thriller, drama.
Okay, so it's sort of similar. But yeah. Aeon Flux, which is a straight-up sci-fi blockbuster, and theoretically speaking, blockbuster. And Girl Fight, which is her first movie. Which is...
I want to watch that.
Yeah, I haven't seen it either, but it's just like a sports
I am
drama.
Interested in her as a director, but I don't know if she's like... I think it's going to be like very hit or miss with her. And probably mostly misses. From like I don't remember liking The Invitation too much.
Yeah.
This was again kind of just
writers.
Okay. Yeah.
And Aeon Flux as well.
Right, they're the same writers.
Yeah, because
the writers do like.
She's married to one of them.
That makes sense.
Yeah, Phil Hay.
I remember looking at the fucking writers and they just did like a bunch of bullshit.
Yeah.
Can I say that? Is that too mean?
I think you're on the right track.
Because they've done R.I.P.D. They've done Ride Along 1 and 2. They did Clash of the Titans.
Congratulations, guys.
And then really good track record there.
And Destroyer, which is their French connection.
Yeah, Destroyer is obviously much better. I don't think it's like a poorly...
It's better than...
I don't think it's a poorly written movie, necessarily.
Not necessarily,
But its writing is not necessarily also its strength.
No. I feel like I'd call this more of a director's movie than a writer's movie.
Sure.
You know, in a perfect world, it would be both. But...
Sure.
What do you think of the production costume design?
Production costume.
Yeah. I don't know. It's been like a week for me or so.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I don't know. I'm trying to think. There's a lot of like... I mean, this is like a movie that deals with like gangs, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you'll get like a lot of that like underground kind of like... What do you call them? Gang members, I guess. I don't know how to describe them. I don't know how to put this quite nicely.
Yeah, I'm not sure how much I really remember the whole art direction.
But yeah, it's not it's not anything too notable, I think. Not anything at least I can,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I mean that's all I have for Destroyer.
Yeah, that's all I have too. Yeah.
Looking through your notes.
Oh, the last words in this movie is nice ass. And then it's all yours. And those are the last words spoken.
Really?
With Sebastian Stan.
I thought there were words spoken after that.
No, because it's the whole her dying after. So it's like just like covered by music.
It doesn't do another flash forward to the beginning where she's at the crime scene.
Those are the last words.
She says,
I do remember the music.
What if I know who did it?
I do remember the music track on the like when she's dying was kind of nice too. Yeah. I remember it being kind of like ethereal.
It's a really good score. I really like the score.
I do kind of like the score.
Such a good score.
Anyways, it works very well for the scene, I should say, and I think a lot of them do. Mm-hmm. It's very fitting to the movie. It complements it nicely.
Yes. Should I go to awards?
You should. You shall.
All right. Destroyer. Nicole Kidman got a lot of attention for her performance. Oscar buzz, but just a Golden Globe nomination.
I don't think she deserved an Oscar.
I don't think she
was
did
kind of
either.
Stiff in the performance too.
I think she barely deserved the Globe.
No. And I'm sorry to Nicole Kidman. Fantastic fucking actress.
Oh, God, yeah.
I don't think this is her finest work.
No. Apparently she lobbied hard for it, according to
I think
Karen
it's just
Kusama.
Kind of a different one. And again, like with the makeup,
yeah,
it's like...
I can see why she wanted to go for this.
I don't think this is the one.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Nicole. I wanted to mention we've actually covered a Tom Cruise and Nicole Kidman movie now.
Yeah.
Which one's better?
I don't know.
Sorry, Nicole. Gonna have to go with Mission Impossible Fallout on this one.
Yeah.
But yeah, she had a Golden Globe nomination, did not win. It was nominated for 4 Saturn Awards, which are the science fiction, fantasy, horror.
Which this is none of?
Awards. Yeah. If you look at the history of Saturn Awards, they've just become the genre movie awards. Sure. I'm not even sure if this can really be classified as a genre movie, but nominated for Best Thriller.
It's definitely like a crime thriller.
Yeah. Nominated for Best Actress, Best Director, and Best Sound. It didn't win anything though. And it was at TIFF.
Woo!
Yeah. Nominated Platform Prize for Karen Kusama, which is kind of the Directors Awards for movies that didn't really get into Audience Award.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. It's basically, this movie wasn't great, but we like the director.
Yeah. You know what? No, I do think I enjoyed this movie. It was solid.
I enjoyed it enough.
Listen, it's not... Is it anything, like, too memorable? Maybe not, right?
No.
Is it enjoyable for what it is? I think so.
Yeah,
personally,
sure.
I think it's, like, that kind of movie.
It's a watchable movie. Completely.
Okay, sure. Makes it sound like a really low bar, but...
It aims for the skies, sort of.
Mm.
It aims to be that sort of legendary, like, French Connection type movie.
Does it?
Maybe legendary is a strong word, I think, but I think it's aiming for French Connection territory, or something along those lines. But it's just not there. Not at all.
Maybe next time.
Yeah. Sorry, Karen. Okay, movie. Okay.
Yeah. All right.
Moving on. Yes, Steven, why don't you introduce this movie, which was produced by Timur Bekmambetov.
Oh, thank you for saying that.
Sev Ohanian, Natalie Kasabian, and Adam Sidman. Sidman, look at that. Directed by Anish Chaganty and written by Anish Chaganty and Sev Ohanian.
Forgot a producer there?
No. I'm not pronouncing that.
Oh.
I don't know who that is.
Okay.
It didn't come up on IMDb.
Okay, fair enough.
So.
All right. Well.
Then. What is this?
Searching is a movie that is entirely found footage, but specifically, mostly from the standpoint of a laptop.
Wow.
And it stars John Chow.
Yeah.
Michelle La.
Yes.
As his daughter, and Deborah Messing as Detective Vic.
Grace from Will and Grace.
Oh shit, yeah.
Yeah, I haven't seen that show. I just looked it up.
Yeah. Okay, now I get to ask you, Sidney. What did you think of Searching?
I loved it.
Yeah.
It's so good.
It's such a fucking good concept. I should say.
Yeah.
And like its execution, really fucking good.
It's a great concept that's been done before.
Okay, before,
but
I think much fucking better, obviously.
Yeah.
And okay, you've never seen this movie before.
No, it's my first time.
Okay.
I'm a searching virgin. Virgin. Searching.
He is searching.
Aw, thank you.
Yeah. And okay, I've seen this a few times. Obviously, I've known the big twist. because I feel like, and it kind of changes the way you watch it.
Yeah, we'll get to the twist.
We'll get to the twist.
We'll get to the twist.
We'll get to the twist, but going back to you and your thoughts.
Me and my thoughts.
Sidney and his thoughts.
Me and my thoughts. I really, really liked Searching.
Okay.
Yeah. I barely know where else to go from here. But if you don't know, Searching is about a man named David Kim.
David Kim, yeah.
A man named David Kim, who used to be very close with his daughter, but now she's a teenager on the internet.
After his wife's death. Can't connect with his daughter. That whole
opening sequence is fucking heartbreaking. I wasn't prepared for that.
I have something written about that opening sequence. I wrote, in quotations, Up opening. Because it reminds me of Up a lot.
You know what? Yeah.
It's like not completely silent.
It's got that Up opening. Yeah.
It's not completely silent, but a lot of it is carried by music. You only hear them speak through like their own home videos, right? But you learn a lot about their lives from like, I guess, the beginning of her childhood to high school. Yeah. And it kind of carries it through like emotion and music. Their mom dying, obviously. And it sets up the characters. And it sets up the characters.
Of David Kim and not only, his daughter.
Yeah, and not only that.
And what state they're in right now.
Not only that, but I think it does another smart thing, which it kind of like, it shows like almost the landscape of like technology and how it progresses through time to where we were there. Yeah, like where we're about today.
Takes place in 2017.
2017, yeah. And I think that's something that's really important to show. I mean, it does obviously show like a lot of like cheesy internet stuff. It shows the scary maze game. Do you remember that? Have you ever played that?
I
remember playing that as a child, man. I got tricked into it. But yeah,
I never played it.
A lot of things like that. Oh God, MySpace was probably in there. A lot of shit like that, though, and I think that's really cool, and yeah, a lot of it is carried by music, and it kind of like brings the high and lows. It's like one continuous track, but it changes emotions, right? It does feel a bit cheesy. It's not it's
very cheesy.
It's not as great of a track,
no, it's not. I was about to say that. I feel bad for saying that.
No, it's fine. It
really did affect me a little.
That's like the one thing that kind of brings it down for me. But I say that, still a really fucking good opening.
Yes.
It does its job very well, and I think it's a great setup. I really like that opening, and I really like the concept of the film. Yeah. Again, not completely new, but I think it's something that's so hard to accomplish.
Oh God, yeah.
And it does feel very unique. And when looking back at this year, I think it's really cool to find films that like stood out like this. They're films that kind of like really went for something new in a sense. I know there's Unfriended. I'm not gonna fucking talk about Unfriended right now, but it does have its own like. There's so many challenges within telling a story like this. You can't cut to John Cho, right? You can't cut to like a camera that isn't there or currently on the screen showing him. So
yeah, he has to be FaceTiming people, and
is kind of sometimes because like a lot of it he just has FaceTime open, and he's like, if he's like searching up something, it's like in a minimized tab, and he's just on the screen. But like I get it for convenience. You know what?
I think it works.
I think if you don't think about it too much, and if you like more get sucked into the story, because it is like still a pretty compelling story, right? I think it can work, and it's pretty damn good.
I think the best aspect of this movie is that it's not trying to be the Blair Witch Project.
In the sense
that it's not trying to be, they found this mysterious screening. It's very edited. It has John Cho and Deborah Messing, two very famous actors. Yeah. And I mean, because it's a fictional film, he's allowed to have his FaceTime camera open sometimes. That never took me out.
That never took you. Okay.
That never took me out.
I think the first time watching it didn't either for me.
Yeah,
but
okay.
like this time coming back,
maybe on my second watch, and my second watch will happen because I enjoyed this movie so much.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I do respect this movie a whole fucking lot, and I really like it. And I do like that you bring up the Blair Witch Project because it's making me think like very obviously low budget found footage. That's like a very big aspect of found footage. You can make it on a slower budget. Yeah. And I think with this movie too,
it was on a $800,000.
That's fucking
budget?
insane.
Yeah.
Cause like big cast.
Deborah
Messing, John Cho.
Yeah.
John
Cho.
There's probably some other big actors.
I don't think there's any other big actors
not
at all.
Like to that level, but no, maybe not. No,
yeah.
No, it's just really that.
I see you're looking through it. Yeah, I checked, man. There's.
I guess that's where their budget went, and I think, well spent. I guess it's cool to see John Cho in this. I think he's very good in it.
Yeah.
Like, I think he's a good fit for the role.
Yeah, and he's really good in it.
Yeah, it's not his best role.
Yeah?
Columbus.
I haven't seen
Watch Columbus, man. That's his best role. But I like the switch up from comedic to, like, he's the Harold and Kumar guy to now doing, like, stuff like Searching Columbus and more like, you know, these, like, dramatic, even
He's
thriller.
Still a little funny in Searching.
He's still a little bit funny, but you can see he's like going
he's funny in playing the
neurotic
dad on the internet.
Neurotic dad on the internet. It's an internet movie. Fascinating.
It's decent naturalism, but in that movie naturalism.
I 100% agree. It's not like totally accurate.
Yeah, it's not fucking. It's not fucking. I don't know who's a big like, what's big like naturalism movie. I don't know. Blair Witch Project. That's okay. It's not the Blair Witch Project, as I never said before. I noticed he was spreadsheet maxing in this movie. I really like
always
that.
Maxing.
Yeah. I'm a big spreadsheet guy. I made a spreadsheet of all the movies and the categories they're eligible in and the people eligible for those categories. I shared it with Steven. I don't know if he's noticed it. I don't know if he's ever looked at it.
I don't think so. I'm sorry. I'm not that sorry. If I ever need it one day, I'll pull it up though.
Whenever we do our awards at the end of all this, I'm gonna make you say all the names for each nomination.
Okay, fine. Jesus Christ. Okay. Back to the movie.
Yeah. I did notice later that late in the film that whenever they're on a FaceTime call, they look directly into the camera. No one does that. Yeah. Like the phone camera's up at the top of the screen. It's not on the screen.
Well, I guess that's true.
Yeah.
Huh. I didn't really think about that.
I didn't either until the end.
Okay.
And it's only because Deborah Messing has like big eyes. Like big blue eyes.
Does he? Man, I didn't notice that.
Yeah.
Like the whole movie? Are you sure?
I noticed it at the end. I wouldn't be surprised if it...
Because I do feel like the calls feel very like... I'm glad it actually looks like it's... I mean, I say look like, but it was clearly shot on like an iPhone.
Yeah.
And, like, uses like the actual...
Yes.
Has like
I was thinking of other movies. Yeah. There was that scene in Overboard. I don't mean to bring up that movie again.
But yeah, please do.
But there is a scene where... Anna Faris is on a FaceTime call, and she's holding it like vertically.
Yeah, because that's like
it's obviously like a high quality camera on the other end.
That's kind of a pet peeve.
It's
something so stupid, like I shouldn't care about, but like at the same time,
it's
for something
not
that's
real
like
at all.
Such a big part of our life, you know.
Exactly.
I mean, then again,
like we've gone on tons of video calls, and they're never high quality.
Shit.
They all look like shit.
Which is good. This movie understands that.
Yeah.
It does really try.
It does, yeah.
I respect that. It uses, like, a lot of real websites to, like, it doesn't, like, try to, like...
The only fake website is that streaming website, right?
I've never looked into that. I've never heard about that. Have you tried to search it up?
I have not.
Honestly, it might... Like, I would not be surprised. No, it's probably fake. But, like, there's a lot of sites, I assume, like that we've never heard of.
Fake. It looks kind of fake. I'll be real.
I feel like there's just... Then again, we have no fucking experience with those kind of sites. But it does kind of look fake.
Yeah, yeah. Do you know anything about the director? This was his feature debut. Before this, he made a lot of commercials for Google.
Really?
Yeah.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck, that's cool.
And after this, he made Run, which I haven't seen.
Okay.
With Sarah Paulson.
Yeah.
Which is apparently a sequel to Searching, right?
No. Really?
You've seen it?
No. I know there is actually a sequel to Searching.
I know, but there's... On Wikipedia, it says there's
probably
a Searching franchise,
stupid.
And there's some small ties.
Yeah, I'm not believing that.
Searching has a lot of little Easter eggs.
It's
like
probably
there's a whole
things.
alien invasion happening in the background.
Oh fuck, I forgot about that.
Yeah. Like I knew about that beforehand, so I was looking into I was kind of looking out for it a little.
That makes
there
me respect
are
it a bit
like
more.
little comments on some posts talking about
that's pretty funny.
Little news articles often the recommended. Often the sidebar. It's cool. Like why not have fun there?
Yeah. And it seems like they had a lot of fun with this.
Mm-hmm.
They really had to pack the movie with so much shit.
Oh, yeah.
And I respect the fuck out of it. Can I talk about the editing?
Yes, you can.
I really like the editing.
Hell yeah.
I really like the editing. And as we said, it is very edited in the sense where we're just seeing one screen. But if you were just to, like, put one screen, and obviously you don't have any cuts. You can't cut from John Cho to John Cho in a different angle because it's the same camera. And jump cuts like that would be very, like, weird looking and jarring. So what they do is, like, they kind of zoom into parts of the screen, and whatever kind of requires your focus, they move to. And I think it's really seamless in a way. Like it's
weird how well they do it.
It shouldn't, like, it should be kind of weird looking. It should look like a shitty YouTube video the way, like, it's kind of, like, edited. But no, it looks, like, really good. And, like, it brings your attention to where it needs to go. And that way, like, you don't have to have, like, a normally edited movie where it's, like, cut from, like, one setup to another because it's, like, same shit, right? You're seeing just, like, you're seeing it in, like, real time, too, right? And I think that's, like, really cool.
Oh, yeah.
I think that's pretty
Extremely well-made movie.
Yeah. Very, very cool concept. I really do like the execution. There's, like, I like the ways how they have to, like, think about, like, how are you in this location versus at home. Obviously, at home, they just cover it through, like, FaceTime, and John Cho always has his, like, laptop open.
They have to have this...
With the FaceTime open so you can... Which is a bit weird, obviously. Like, you have, like...
Yeah.
No one does that. No one has their laptop constantly open. He, like, uses his laptop to text most of the time.
Yeah.
But I guess I started doing that recently, too. So I can't, like... I can't talk too much shit.
I think there's a lot of grace saved by the fact that he's not a young person.
I think so, too. Yeah, right? I think that's kind of, like... a thing that, like,
he can say, "What's a Tumblr?"
And then, yeah. What's a Tumblr?
The sweet innocent man.
Sweet. He should have never known.
Aww.
Anyways, I like, again, how, like, they cover different locations. So, like, he's driving to one location, so it will show his real-time, like, Google Maps. Like, he's in the car looking at Google Maps because he needs to know where to go. And so you see his current location just moving. And I think that's cool, while on a call as well. And you have to, like, they also had to figure out a way, like, sometimes to, like, you have to have dialogue, right? Or, like, exposition or whatever. But then you still have to have, like, action on the screen.
Yeah.
And I think they do that very well.
Oh, God.
As well. To always, like, kind of, like, keep your attention in some sense. Because otherwise, this could be easily a very fucking boring movie with its concept. And this is a thriller. It's kind of, like, fast-paced. It's thrilling. So I think that's cool. And also, like, at the daughter's funeral, there's, like, a live broadcast. And that's kind of, like...
That's interesting.
I can see that, like, being an actual thing.
Yeah, they kind of have to bring that in for the twist, which is... What is the twist, Steven?
The detective is the killer. Killer
in quotation marks?
Yeah.
And the twist on top of that is?
Is the son. What?
Is that she's still alive.
Oh, yeah, that too.
Yeah. But, I mean, she wasn't going to die. They weren't going to kill her off.
But going back to, I think on this watch, there's a few things, like, I was, like, more noticing. I think I was being... I wish I could have just shut my brain off at some point and be, like, less nitpicky about the fact that he always has FaceTime open and, like, he doesn't...
away, man.
No, that he doesn't open browsers and shit, and it's, like, stuff like that. But, again, for story, like, I respect it so much on a fucking, like, you have to make it work somehow, and I still do think they made it work. But, yeah, I keep thinking, like, about, like, the twist, the detective, her son accidentally pushed her into a ravine or a chasm or whatever you call it.
She's been covering that up.
And there's stuff.
She's been feeding us shit.
Yeah, you watch the movie and there's like stuff that kind of hints towards it, like obviously the sun coming in at multiple points, checking up. And her Facebook, what do you call it? Her Facebook banner is like, a mother always does what's best, or something like that. Or, like, something like that along those lines. And it's like...
Does she say that in the interrogation?
Maybe, yeah.
Doesn't she? I
think she does. Or, like, a mother will always do, yeah. And, like, that's, like... There is, like, strong themes of, like, parenthood and what a parent would do for their child. And I think it's two extremes. What you would do to cover up, like, save your child from, like...
Yeah.
Prison or harm, and actually, like, really save your child from, like, danger. I guess they're both danger in some respects.
This is the podcast about bad mothers.
Oh yeah. There's some bad mothers in Assassination Nation.
Yeah.
At least one. There's some bad mothers. Okay, anyways. This is no longer the pedophile episode. This is the bad mother episode.
Yes.
Can I continue?
Go ahead.
Where was I? Yeah, so the son is such a little freak. I know he has, like, autism or some shit, but he's such a little freak, dude.
I don't know if he has autism.
Well, he has something, but he's such a freak. I'm sorry to say. That's my only comment about the son.
Oh, I remember there was that foreshadowing that when David Kim looks in his wife's old address book with all of her classmates, it kind of it passes by someone. I assume it is Deborah Messing's son.
Okay.
And it just says he has a crush on her.
I feel like I remember that. I don't know if it's the same.
I'm explaining it badly, but I just remembered that.
There's a lot of, like, little...
It's stuck with me for some reason, that little thing, that little foreshadowing.
Yeah. No, there's a lot of, like, cool kind of, like, foreshadowing. I think it makes for a fun, engaging movie.
Yeah.
I feel like, I do really like it. I don't know why, but I do think when I was watching it, some things were, like, holding me back. Whether it was, like, I was being a bit too nitpicky, or, like, the twist is too...
This is your first rewatch?
Second,
okay.
Or whether it was, like, it relies very heavily on the twist, and, like, it's still fun to watch, but knowing the twist and all this and seeing it, like, develop, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's still, like, smart, though, about, like, how it handles it. And, Jesus Christ, I'm good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Steven is good.
So, yeah, editing, like, I really like, even, like... You can even it's still cinematography.
Nick Johnson and Will Merrick.
Yeah. Who was the cinematographer for this?
Juan Sebastian Baron.
Very weird movie to DP.
Yeah.
But interesting again. I do want to talk about the score. We've touched on it a bit in the beginning.
Yeah.
But I will say, for the rest of the movie, very heavy score movie. Obviously, again, you have to keep attention. I think a score is a way to do this, and for what it is, I think the score is fitting. But all I can think when I hear it, it sounds like a true crime documentary.
Yes.
It's the same exact fucking music, which is fine because that's what it kind of is in a way if you think about it. It is a true crime documentary, what it's going for.
Yeah, a little, yeah.
A little, but that's the exact soundtrack. Yeah. That's the exact score. Watch any true crime doc, and it's you can take it from that and put in this. Mm-hmm. Which I don't love those, point. But that's what I take away from it.
Not a great score, but
no, it keeps your attention, and it
works.
It keeps the tension enough. I think
still love
it works
the movie.
It works for a reason. Could have been better at points. Some tracks I liked more than others. Mm-hmm. But that's what I just can't unthink it sounds like a true crime doc. But then again, the movie's kind of just like that. So yeah, editing, sound, cinematography, the acting I want to touch upon because John Cho, I think he's pretty good in it, right?
Yeah.
He's plays a very concerned. I mean, I would go further than concerned.
Well, yeah.
He loves his child. And he's kind of...
Well, what do you know? This guy loves his daughter, man.
But maybe talk about the daughter?
Daughter?
Yeah.
Yeah? The performance?
Yeah.
There are some points that are, too acty from her.
Yeah.
But I think in general, she does a good job.
Yeah, she's okay.
Yeah.
She's not my favorite, but then again,
I mean, she doesn't have a lot of screen time, I guess.
Yeah. I'm not... I don't mean to any way shit on her performance, though.
Yeah.
But there was one scene, I think that was... I gotta give her credit, because it's one of the first live scenes where she's going live.
Uh-huh.
And talking with Fish and Chips, which is the son.
Uh-huh.
And she's like, what's your favorite Pokemon and why? And then she's like, just a second. It's so awkward to watch. I know it's supposed to be so awkward because it's one of her first live streams, but I'm like, maybe it feels too real. Maybe I gotta give her performance props because it feels just too real and awkward.
Really?
And you actually stumbled on.
Yeah.
Because she goes.
She's good at playing an awkward teenager. Right?
Yeah. She gets asked her favorite Pokemon and she brings back a Pokeball.
Uh-huh.
It's kind of... Yeah.
I noticed in that scene, they bring up these, kind of obscure-ish Pokemon.
Yeah. I mean, I guess if you're really into it.
Yeah.
I don't even know, man. I don't even know.
I used to be really into Pokemon. But I forgot both of those. I don't know. It kind of feels like the filmmakers just looked up Pokemon.
Yeah.
And we're like, that guy.
No, they're probably, I don't know. That's probably because we don't know shit about Pokemon. Let's be honest.
I used to.
I do want to also touch on the fake twist with the brother.
Yeah, we should, since we brought that up earlier.
There is, a fake out where the brother is
David Kim's brother.
Yeah.
John Cho's character.
Yes.
Her uncle.
Her uncle, who is played by Joseph Lee, who was in Beef, by the way, and he's fucking great in that.
Oh, nice.
He's really good in Beef, and I don't think he's done much besides this. Maybe television, but I'm not too sure. Anyways, yeah. There's a fake out that he's a pedophile because they have conversations through texts that David finds that are don't tell your dad what we're doing, or he'd kill me. See you soon, shit like that, right?
And last night was great.
Yeah, very cryptic stuff. So another thing I like, he goes to his house and he sets up actual different security cameras.
Because at this point, he's fucking bananas.
And we actually get different coverage at that point.
It's about...
like
he just beat the shit out of some kid, right?
Oh, yeah.
Right
which that kid deserved it.
Yeah.
Going online after, like, this dad is going fucking ballistic and being like, I know where she is. She's right with me.
Mm-hmm.
He had a stupid-ass username that was, like, 6969 something. Yeah. I know. Of course. I liked who he was played by. It was such a stupid performance. It was such a fucking stupid character, but I feel like that would be so fun to play. Anyways. What was I even saying? Yeah, I like the coverage in this scene with the brother, because he actually, like, sets up, like, 3 different security cameras, right? Mm-hmm. And that's, like, another change of pace, because you can actually cut from, like, one room to another kind of thing, and you get more, like, I don't know, you get more action.
And John Cho was great in that scene.
And he was pretty good. He goes fucking, like, he goes ballistic, dude.
Uh-huh.
He fucking starts, like, smacking the shit out of his brother. Or, like, at least attacking him.
But he's not a pedophile. He's just giving her weed. And I liked that because it brought in another story element. It wasn't just some random red herring that was useless to the plot. It brought into light that his daughter was sort of didn't feel close to him anymore.
Yeah.
Was taking weed to talk about her issues.
Yeah. What did you do to my daughter? Weed. That's what he says. Not like. And then he says, I smoked her out. He says, I'm like, what does that mean? That's such a weird phrase to use. How about just like, we smoked together?
You don't know what that means?
I smoked her out?
You don't know what that means? Come on, man.
It just sounds weird.
It does sound weird.
I smoked her out? Don't do that. It's her niece, man. Anyways. Any other notes about searching?
My notes? Where are my notes?
I think I covered what I wanted to talk about.
I think we got the gist of why this movie is so great.
It's just really cool, and it's fun, and I like movies.
Well done.
This is a good year. I like doing this year. Even though, I mean, this is the Better Picture podcast, and we're trying to, like, find better pictures. A lot of the Oscar ones feel so fucking boring compared to, like, there's so many interesting movies this year.
We've only really covered one Oscar movie.
I know, but, like, there's so much to cover. And, like, this is, like, the second internet movie we covered. And both feel very, like...
What? Oh, 8th grade.
8th grade.
Yeah.
And they're both, like, very, like... more in tune with internet culture, I guess, which is hard to do in some ways. And I think searching...
We'll get to another internet movie. We'll discuss if that one's any good.
Assassination Nation?
Yeah, that's an
I guess that's an internet movie, yeah.
It's a Gen Z movie.
I think...
Sort of. It's sort of about Generation Z.
But you didn't get many of those before. I feel like that's like a newer...
This is the year of the internet.
Year of the internet, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I like that.
You got Smosh the movie.
Oh, we're going to talk about, nominated?
Yeah.
Nominated for an Oscar, right?
Yeah, this year.
Can we talk about that?
3 years after...
Oh, okay.
It was released.
You're fucking with me.
The Smosh movie wasn't released in 2018.
I don't know.
Come on, man.
I don't know. When did they break up?
I don't know, but it was before 2018, I think.
God damn it.
And now they're back together. Oh, you're really mad about that.
I really hope that doesn't kill whoever's listening ears.
You're editing, man. You can cut your part out.
I won't. Final notes?
Final notes. I think Searching is a good movie. Awards. So, I'm looking at Searching. At the Saturn Awards again. Also nominated for Best Thriller, did not win. I don't know who won, but it wasn't Searching or Destroyer. At the Independent Spirit Awards, it was nominated for Best Actor for John Cho. Deserved!
Yeah.
And of course, this movie premiered at Sundance, the Sundance Film Festival, where it won the Audience Award.
Okay.
And it won the Alfred P. Sloan Prize, which is
whatever that is.
A movie, basically the prize for any movie about like
Alfred
science
and
or technology.
Silence. Okay.
Science.
Both
I said
kind of
silence because I can't speak.
Okay.
We've established that on this podcast, I think. I cannot speak. I can't talk like a human person.
Same.
Thank you. Steven is standing up.
Continue. Stretching my legs.
Yeah. Any other final notes about Searching? I think that's it for me.
I'm honestly pretty covered. What would you rate this? I know that's like we don't really talk about this, but I'm just curious.
I think I'd give it a 8 out of 10.
Okay, I'm pretty close.
Yeah.
A 7 or an 8.
Okay.
But I kind of feel bad being like it's a 7 because I do really respect
there's
it.
no other movie like this, really, unless
you count Unfriended.
No, I mean like as good as this.
Yeah, I know.
In this sort of specific genre.
Oh my God, I love this song.
What song?
This song.
Good work, Charlie.
Next movie. Yeah. And I think I can introduce this one. This is a movie produced by Manu Gari, Aaron L. Gilbert, Anita Gao, David S. Goyer, the guy who wrote all the Snyderverse movies.
Oh, Jesus. Okay.
Matthew J. Malik, and Kevin Turin, and it is written and directed by Sam Levinson. Everyone's favorite.
Yeah, everyone's favorite teen.
Yeah. You like Sam Levinson?
I don't know Sam Levinson.
Yeah.
I've never seen Euphoria.
Yeah, you haven't.
I might watch it actually now. I got Crave.
You oh really?
Yeah.
You should watch it.
Should I?
You should. I mean, I'll talk about Euphoria a bit just to set this up a little, even though Euphoria came out after this.
Yeah.
The year after.
Yeah.
But the first season of Euphoria is fucking amazing. Right? Like,
you say right like I've seen it.
Well, look, man. Podcasting 101. Pretend there's another person in the room. It's the audience. And they're fucking stupid.
Okay.
We have to explain everything to you guys.
Mm.
You know that? God damn it. You guys are fucking morons. Euphoria.
Sydney's words, obviously.
What?
Sydney's words. I don't.
You don't condone?
I don't agree with that. I love everyone here.
What about Hitler?
Thank you. If he's listening to this podcast right now.
Steven loves Adolf Hitler. Anyway, Sam Levinson is now famous as the creator of Euphoria, which has become a very controversial television show
I hate Hitler.
You hate Hitler?
Yeah, just to get that on the record. I want a job in the future, so
yeah.
just have that on the record. God, this is gonna fuck up jobs in the future, isn't it?
Will Sam Levinson hire us after this? Let's find out.
Maybe he might hire me.
All right.
I love your movie, Sam Levinson.
Well, Euphoria is a show by Sam Levinson. It is primarily Sam Levinson. He writes and directs most of the episodes, if not all of them. And the first season is wonderful. The second season is good. It has some elements that I really like and some elements that I really don't like. And that seems to be the consensus for season 2. And there won't be a season 3. We all know that.
What?
I mean, come on.
Wasn't it, confirmed? Ah, all right.
You really think that's gonna happen? You really think I think getting everyone back?
Maybe they'll be in college this time.
Maybe.
Maybe they'll be in an elderly home by the time. I don't know how long. Okay.
So, Sam Levinson is now a very controversial figure. A lot of people want his head.
What the fuck did he do?
He made Euphoria, which is a show about teenagers played by consenting adults.
Mm-hmm.
Teenagers having sex and doing drugs.
Oh my god.
Which is something that teenagers just don't do, so I kind of get where these people are coming from.
This reminds me of something else. I think Sam Levinson just really likes teen sex and drugs.
Well,
all together.
I mean, the thing with Sam Levinson is that Euphoria was based on his childhood. He had a major drug addiction.
Oh, fuck.
For years.
I'm sorry, Sam.
Yeah, he's sober now.
That makes
cool.
Yeah, I would have kind of assumed that, yeah. I did not know that. Okay.
But, yeah, so a lot of these high school set films and television shows are somewhat... I mean, Euphoria is autobiographical.
Assassination Nation is definitely not.
No.
Okay,
but
I would hope not, at least.
To set up, to finish my long-winded setup, Assassination Nation is where a lot of this Euphoria theming
started.
Well, I don't know about started, but you can see a lot of the seeds there.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think Euphoria is much better than this.
Yeah, I would probably assume I would assume so.
It has actual characters and arcs.
Yeah.
And it's a good balance of style and substance, and substance abuse.
Mm.
Assassination Nation. We've both seen this movie before.
Yeah, and we both liked it.
We both liked it on the first watch.
What do you think this watch?
I really don't like it.
Really?
It's kind of bad. Oh, God.
It is kind of bad, but I liked it.
Yeah?
I have pretty similar feelings to the first time where I watched it, where it's very mixed, because I like a lot... This is why I probably think I'd enjoy Euphoria in some ways. Because, God, this movie is pretty bad. Let's get that straight.
Oh, God, yeah.
But it's fun.
Yeah.
I'll get into a lot of the stuff I like. But I think there was a lot for me I really did like in this. Should I jump into that?
Yes, please. Tell me.
I do really like the style here.
Sure,
which,
yes.
Again, not having seen Euphoria, I think Sam Levinson has a very distinct style.
And that style is do everything.
Kinda, in a way. But I'll say this. In the beginning of the movie is a really cool split screen sequence.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty creative.
Yes.
It's showing different characters, or
at the same party.
Three at the same party, kind of at the same time simultaneously, and it's a split screen, and it kind of jumps between them. Sometimes one person takes up two panels. It's pretty cool. That's a fucking cool sequence, and it's lit very nicely, and it's very colorful. Obviously, get a lot
Guy
of
loves his colored lighting.
Man loves his colored lighting, and I do too. I respect it, but I like shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, this is the start of all this A24 shit. A lot of people
start?
Well, you know what I mean.
I think this is a little bit into
it's into it, but
shit.
Well, but yeah. But I like it. The editing is also really stylistic.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty good, mostly.
Mm-hmm.
Think there's some cringy graphics at some point? Yes. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about.
Starts with a big content warning.
Yeah, I kind of like that. I don't know why.
If any movie needs a content warning, it's this one.
Yeah, it's so stupid. I feel like this movie's so stupid, and at points I'm like, I kind of just like that. Sometimes. Sometimes it's too fucking stupid. I don't know where to... Oh, God, I do like a lot of other stuff, but I don't know where you want to start. Because I don't want to just cover everything I like and then...
I think one of the more interesting scenes in this movie is
we're
when
probably gonna talk.
The 4 main girls are watching an old
Japanese
revenge movie. Yeah. And they basically are talking about how exploitative this is, and if they were to direct a movie, they would make a male rape revenge movie. And it's a critique of the rape revenge movie from like 70s, 80s, those kind of snuff films.
Yeah, exploitation kind of films, yeah. Uh-huh.
And I find that odd because Assassination Nation is basically one of those movies.
Yeah, right?
It is.
It kind of is.
It is such a snuff film with everything, like every horrible thing you could think of is in this movie.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what it prides itself on.
Yeah. Which is very weird.
Uh-huh. Like, I don't know if you can really pride yourself on having an attempted rape scene.
Yeah. Yeah. All right.
I
never said...
I think, to sum up my opinion on the movie early, before I even really talk about it, I think this movie would be really good if it was just an exploitation movie.
Okay.
Like, I kind of like the exploitation aspects a little. Like, it's, I mean, as I said, it prides itself a lot on them. It's kind of annoying there.
Yeah.
But I think in general, it would be very fun. It's very well made, as you said. It's well directed. Like, it's stylized to an amazing degree.
Yeah.
Maybe too much, maybe not. I'm not quite sure.
I think what it is.
It's like Euphoria.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think it would be a great watchable movie if it didn't have any of the fucking social commentary that just falls flat on its fucking face.
Listen, let me get into my point, okay? I'm convinced Sam Levinson doesn't know what teens are like. And
I would say yes.
Yeah, and this is what I have experience with. He can't write for teens for shit.
Yeah.
At least in this. And it's kind of funny.
They say hashtag a lot.
They do say hashtag. I don't know if he understands social media too well. Specifically that kind of stuff. Kind of just falls very flat on its face. It's kind of funny. It's kind of funny how bad it is in some way.
Sure.
I think there's some enjoyment just because it's so like, I guess going from like, I don't know, movies like 8th grade and stuff, it feels like kind of out of touch in a sense. Yeah. There's a line. There's so many fantastic lines in this movie. I really like the line where they say fuck boys a few times.
Sure.
It's so fucking stupid I had to write it down. I'm just gonna say the last line of the movie.
What? Oh yeah. I was so excited to hear this last line.
This movie is about, let's say, so the whole town of Salem is essentially getting...
Salem, what a...
We'll get to that. Shut the fuck up. The whole town of Salem is getting, like, doxxed in a way. Not so much doxxed,
mass hacked.
Mass hacked. And all their, like, texts and photos are getting leaked. So, like, you can go on, like, you can basically download a person's like whole text history, photos, stuff like that. It's all there. So the person who did it, spoiler alert.
What is the twist of Assassination Nation?
It was the sister's brother.
The sister's...
The sister... Fucking hell. It was the main girl's brother. Why did I say... It was the main girl's brother.
Stop reminding me of good movies.
I'm sorry. And then there's a police interrogation scene, and they're like, why'd you do it? And he goes, for the lulz. And it ends. And that's so fucking stupid. That sums up this movie so well, I feel like.
It really does.
This movie is fucking so...
stupid.
Yeah, it's so everywhere with everything.
Uh-huh.
It does try to touch on, like, so many things and, like, so many parts of, like, social commentary and, like, internet culture and, like, the whole, like, privacy is dead kind of shit.
Mm-hmm.
And yet, I don't know. I don't know why the fuck I enjoy this movies. But, like, it's so stupid.
Yeah. Everyone gets mass hacked and people start murdering each other, and then they decide to go after these 4 main girls.
Yeah, because one dude says it... Well...
He was tracking traffic from her house.
And everyone...
Which, yeah, that's...
This movie, Sidney, if you haven't realized, is it's a modern-day witch hunt.
Why, I never noticed that.
Yeah,
A modern-day witch hunt in the town of Salem.
And that's what it's trying to go for, in a way. But it's, like, kind of stupid again. But, okay. Man, I'm gonna say something I liked. I'm gonna jump to something I liked. The main actress, Odessa Young.
She's really good in this movie.
She's so fucking
She's way
great.
too good for this movie.
She's too great.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's a couple scenes in this. I think specifically the scene where she's getting kicked out by her parents is, like, genuinely so brutally sad. She gives such a fucking, like, just, like, a brutal performance. She's so desperate in it. She's, like, screaming and crying, and you really see it in her. She gave that shit her all. And at so many points, too. Like, there's, like, multiple, like, instances, but I think, like, that's, like, the best one. She's, like, banging on the door. She's like, I'm sorry, like, let me in. I can't do it, but it's so fucking good, I swear to God. I think easily that's, like, the best performance in the movie, because a lot of them are not as good, but this is a standout. And I think that's, like, one of my favorite parts, and one of my favorite scenes, too. Just, like, her getting kicked out by her parents. It's, like, one of my favorite scenes in the movie.
It's the episode of Bad Mothers.
It is, yeah.
And pedophiles and plot twists.
And pedophiles and plot twists. Yeah. Now you can say something bad about it that you didn't like.
I want to know where Salem is. Is it supposed to be Massachusetts?
Yeah? What do you mean?
Like, is this movie... Where does this movie take place?
Probably Massachusetts.
Okay.
It's Salem. It's not like there's another... I'm assuming there's not another Salem. I think this is like...
It's supposed to be like a fictional town. I couldn't find anything about it on...
It is?
It's Wikipedia.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Salem is a real place.
Salem was a real place. I don't know if it's a real place anymore. I'm on the Salem Witch Trials Wikipedia page right now.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, indeed.
Maybe I don't know.
Because I watched this. It felt like Los Angeles with the attitude of Texas.
Yeah, I can see that.
Maybe that's just because I've seen Euphoria and I know Sam Levinson likes to set his stuff in Los Angeles because that's where he grew up with his father, Barry Levinson.
Yeah.
Academy Award-winning director.
Yeah. Very, very different. But.
Makes very different movies than his father, director of Rain Man.
This isn't Rain Man.
This ain't yo daddy's Rain Man.
He should remake Rain Man.
Oh God.
Who would play?
No. Who would play Dustin Hoffman in that movie?
Jacob Elordi would be Tom Cruise, 100%.
Oh yeah.
I'm like 100% sure about that. Who would play Dustin Hoffman though?
Barry Keoghan. You get a Saltburn reunion.
I can kind of see that. Yeah.
He already played the disabled man in Banshees.
Yeah. Kind of did.
Just get Jacob Elordi and Barry Keoghan.
I would like to see that
together
honestly.
Again,
and make it really colorful. Go at it, Sam.
They go kill a bunch of people.
Make it about the internet. Maybe they're gambling online instead. I don't know. Oh, he knows Bitcoin really well or some shit. I don't know.
No.
That's my pitch, Sam. Let me know.
Crypto guy?
Yeah, that's my pitch, Sam. Hit me up.
The thing with Sam Levinson is I feel like he wants to be the voice of a generation. And the generation is Generation Z.
Yeah.
He's verging on Gen X.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
It's weird. He kind of achieves that in that short period when Euphoria was really hot shit. He had all the heat in the world coming off of Euphoria.
Yeah.
And then people turned on him. I don't know. I don't fully support the whole turning on Sam Levinson, but this movie makes me wish I did.
It comments on too much. And it's not really... Social commentary is not good to begin with. It tries to comment on, like, the state of the country. I almost said our country. And it's like, it's very obvious with its, like, American flag symbolism. And it's, like,
and when
color palette of,
when
like...
they say lock him up.
Yes. Yes. There's also a chant. This is kind of sidetracked, but I thought it was kind of funny and kind of stupid. The whole town, like... who's going to kill these, like, 4 young women chant, "We're good people," over and over.
I never noticed that.
You didn't know it? That was, like, they chant it. It's it's not even, like, a background thing. It's, like, the cop starts it. So
I think
stupid.
at that point, I'm just like, ugh.
Okay, fair enough.
Everything is just white noise at that point.
Yeah, so it tries to comment on a lot of things, like the state of the internet as well. Not really too good at it.
And it's trying to be a post-Trump text.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like its style kind of saves it for me. Also, here's another thing I really like. Maybe not for the right reason. I feel like I don't like a lot of this movie for the right reason. I love pedophile Jeff Winger. It's so fucking weird to see him in this. And he's just, like, creepy as fuck and kind of scary. He's actually kind of scary in it. I think he's kind of good in it. That's another performance I like. Yeah.
And he's all right.
No, I like him in this. And his character's so fucking weird because he has a young daughter. And obviously with, like, Odessa Young's character, he calls him daddy. And they're, like, have, like, a whole texting thing. He groomed her at a young age, right? And then later in the movie, fucking uncomfortable scene. He brings her into her daughter's room after all his stuff was leaked. And it's just like this, like, child's room that says, like, princess on it. And then he starts, like, fucking pretty much raping her.
Yeah, he holds a knife to her face and...
Oh, not pretty much. I forgot about the knife thing. I think I maybe skipped a bit through that because it made me a bit too fucking uncomfortable. Yeah. I was never meant to see Jeff Winger like that. But he's like genuinely intimidating in that movie, which is just weird to me.
He went from
and it's kind of funny, but it's funny yet terrifying. He plays daddy in this movie, of course. My favorite Jeff Winger role. Not even
His name is Joel McHale.
No, he's Jeff Winger, and he's no one else.
For the people at home, this is Joel McHale from Community.
And then he gets his throat slit. And it's like such a brutal scene, man. His blood from like his throat is like fucking pouring onto her face. Remember that?
Yeah.
Remember that, Sidney? I kind of like that scene as well. Maybe I'm fucked up. I don't know. Another scene I will say I fucking loved.
The break-in?
Yeah, the house one.
Yeah. I had
that
to
one
mention
shot.
That's an amazing scene. And it really made me wish this was just a regular horror thriller movie.
Like that's
like I wish it was just The Purge or something like that.
Yeah. Well, it kind of feels like The Purge in a lot of ways, but but it's that scene so fucking good.
God, yeah.
It goes from room to room, outside through the windows. Mm-hmm. It's staged.
Production design
so
is
fucking
amazing
well.
in
Yes.
that house.
Dude, it's staged so well.
Yeah, exactly.
It's kind of impressive. It's genuinely really impressive.
It's really impressive.
And it's done so well. Mm-hmm. Sorry, continue.
And there is this one shot that really, really fucking amazed me. Mm-hmm. I forgot about, and I remembered on this second watch because I saw it.
Yeah.
When Coleman Domingo's character, the principal, gets the call that his shit has been leaked.
Yeah.
And he turns around, he says, "What do you mean everything?" And the camera and the bell rings and all the students pour out of the classroom and the camera just fucking goes down the hallway and we just watch him just still right at the back of the hallway.
Yeah.
Just completely still on his phone and we just like keep on pulling back.
Yeah.
And it's fucking awesome.
There's so many cool shots like that.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying when this movie is extremely well directed. Sam Levinson is an amazing director. Like he's super talented.
Agreed, yeah.
But this script, I just find it to be bad.
But it's kind of funny how bad it is in some way.
Sure.
It definitely is.
I mean, I guess that's what I thought when I first watched it because I gave it a relatively high rating.
Yeah.
But on this watch, it really just bugged me.
Okay,
so
fair
bad.
enough. Honestly, fair enough. I get that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that house break-in scene, so good, so tense. Goes up and down floors, inside, like from the outside to the inside of the house, and and yeah, production design great.
Oh god, yeah.
Even like throughout the movie, it's pretty
throughout the movie.
Yeah,
like you said. Joel McHale's daughter's room. That's a great set.
It's creepy as fuck. Yeah, it's creepy how the princess decal really brings it together. Jesus. Yeah. Anyways. I guess we almost talked about the principal's character. And his whole plot line in the movie is people think he's a pedophile because he has a picture of his 6-year-old daughter in the bathtub naked. And everyone in this movie is so fucking exaggerated.
Yes.
Every single character. And it's like, it's so unrealistic, everything in this movie.
And the only good characters are our 4 leads. They have all the best opinions.
Yeah, sure.
Which
mostly, I guess. The principal is also like. You don't think so? He's like the most normal one, I think.
Out of the adults, yes.
Definitely out of the adults.
Out of the whole cast, I think he is the most normal. But I think the movie treats the main character, especially Odessa Young's character, like they're smarter than they are.
Oh, 100%, yeah.
Right. There is that one scene near the beginning where she's in the principal's office. Mm-hmm. This is before he's hacked.
Yeah.
And he's just talking to her like, you drew pornography in art class.
Uh-huh.
And she's like, this is sexuality. This is nudity. And she has this whole monologue that's just like, this is femininity you wouldn't understand. Uh-huh. It's about this. It's about that. It's about taking nudes, and you have to let the light hit your nipple, and he's just like, this is fucking high school.
Yeah. So I mean, he's the most normal character.
And he's completely right, and I don't feel like the movie...
Oh, I feel like the movie knows.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure. He's the most normal one. I don't even get in this fictional universe how, like, everyone thinks this man is a pedophile.
Mm-hmm.
He has a picture of his daughter on his phone, and then the dad's like, they're like, Odessa Young's like, I have, you guys have a photo of me naked. He's like, when I was 2, or that was like when you were 2. After that, I couldn't even look at you naked.
That's a funny line.
Yeah.
I do feel like Odessa Young's character, what is her name? Her name is Lily. Lily is there to sort of lecture everyone, which bothers me a lot. I'm glad this is such a good performance. Yeah. But the character really does just irk me because it is a bunch of lectures, and then she'll do she'll do horrible stuff, like cheat on her boyfriend, and talk shit about his skills at sex to her friends. Like, you can't do that shit. I don't care how bad this guy is, and this guy sucks. But come on.
Yeah, there's also a really good scene though, talking about with the boyfriend. They're like, it's like around that time where she's talking about how much he sucks at eating pussy.
Whoa.
Or how he doesn't do. I'm sorry, I can't say that.
Whoa.
And then they're having a big fight. Please. They're having a big fight, and it's all like wrapped inside like her internal dialogue, where it's like, he was the first person I ever loved, right? He was like the first person I ever trusted, and then it's like him screaming at her and shit, and then it's like, he was the first person, and it feels like very genuine. Sucks. And then she ends it like, the first person I wanted to hurt back or something. You know, it's like, that's another good thing. There's a lot of like pretty.
Sam Levinson has these like odd moments of really good dialogue.
Yeah.
And Euphoria is all good dialogue, from what I remember. I don't know.
Okay, I don't know, but
mayhaps the first season of Euphoria is not as good as I remember it.
But this fucking movie messes with my head because I can't tell if it is intentional with how bad a lot of it is.
Exactly.
And that's why I kind of like it for a lot of reasons like that. Like a lot of reasons on that line. But also like I just genuinely think like stylistically and like fucking like he is a really good director. Edited
and
very well. It
tears me up inside.
Yeah.
This is where he meets Coleman Domingo.
Shock, right? A lot of the acting's pretty damn good, right?
Yeah.
A lot. Some of it is...
I have 3 performances that I really like, and the rest are just like, sure.
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
Odessa Young is great. Coleman Domingo is one of my favorite actors, and
yeah. Oh, yeah.
Meeting Sam Levinson is sort of where he blew up. Kind of.
What?
Like, he's one of those guys, I feel like, that got kind of big off Euphoria.
Oh, he was in Euphoria?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
Did he?
And he's really good in it. And then he did Zola, which he's fucking amazing in, and
Candyman.
He's
really good in that.
I haven't seen Candyman. I don't think I even knew he was in it. Then he did Color Purple remake, and Rustin got Oscar nominated. Now he's in Sing Sing, which is a fucking awesome movie.
I really want to watch that.
Everyone should watch it.
I can't really watch it though. It's too hard to.
Is it still in theaters?
I think so, but it's not playing anweanywhere. I don't know if it's on digital yet, but I would love to see that.
I think I saw it in the week
theater.
when it came out.
Yeah, the one theater.
And it sort of like did badly and.
Well, no shit, it did badly. Like, I feel like marketing wasn't too great for it. No. On top of it, didn't play in enough theaters.
Oh, I know.
Like very select.
You know, that is the only time where I've ever been the only person in a theater. Sing Sing.
A24 has been kind of shit with distribution sometimes. I saw the TV Glow was so hard to watch.
Yeah.
I had to come like all the way down to you, man, and that was like one of the few theaters that were like showing it in a pretty big like.
We had to watch it together.
We had to watch it together. Ugh. But yeah, like only
we spend too much time together.
This podcast is over.
I'm sorry.
It's okay, man. I forgive you.
Thank you. Thank you for the kisses.
Yeah, I think.
And my third performance that I liked.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, it's okay.
Was Hari Neff, who is the transgender member of the four.
Yeah.
Teenagers. She has a great moment in that split screen scene that you really like. Where in Sam Levinson's sort of bombastic, all over the walls style, she has this really quiet moment.
Yes.
Where a guy she sleeps with basically tells her, "Don't tell anyone."
Yeah.
We fucked.
It is really
and
like
runs off, and she's alone in the bedroom, and she just sort of cries silently. And it's heartbreaking.
And then I think does the split screen like kind of like
it's all
fade
on
out
her.
everything else.
Yeah,
that's what I mean. Like really good use of split screen.
Yes,
really
and
creative.
A really good performance. I love Hari Neff in this movie. She's good.
And there's another thing I wanted to talk about. There's a whole other subplot, I guess, where the whole like football jocks want to kill this guy because he slept with a trans woman. That's like a whole thing in it.
Yeah.
What the fuck is that up about? Again, so like, especially in this movie, it's fucking treated so like exaggerated.
Y'all guys gotta be woke.
Yeah. Oh. God damn it. They try to hang her. It's kind of brutal. Maybe it's too much. They kind of do like they do. It is a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I still don't know if this movie's good or bad. Maybe it's bad. Personally, fun time, man. And
sure.
I do enjoy it.
I find it very irritating and like has a lot of moments that are just borderline impossible to watch, like the lynching scene and the fucking
lynching scene.
When she gets.
Oh, that's what. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Maybe I did skip through a few parts. Like.
You cheater. You cheater.
There are some uncomfortable moments I had to like.
I watched this straight on Clockwork Orange style.
Okay.
Sound design.
I feel like
it was pretty good.
It's pretty good. Yeah.
The technical aspects are just good, man.
Yeah. Yes.
I feel so dirty saying that. Because I straight up just don't like this movie. Costume design, it's good.
I really like the red jackets.
Yeah. I don't know why they're just wearing those.
You know what? Casually. They don't really explain it, but it's supposed to be like I guess they're paying homage to that like film.
They're fashionable.
That like Japanese
Gen Zers
revenge film. Yeah, it's like the Japanese revenge film. I guess
they're technically millennials if this is 2018.
Okay.
Well, whatever.
It's a badass group of costumes that they coordinated.
Yeah. Just a bunch of high school girls that modeled their life after Mean Girls too much.
Yeah. Jesus.
That's the Fight Club for women.
Bella Thorne is in this. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
I forgot.
She dies.
Yeah, she gets knocked the fuck out with a bat. I like that scene too.
By Maude Apatow.
Yeah.
Judd Apatow's daughter.
It's a good scene.
Sure, yeah. Fine.
You feel the swing of the bat.
Yeah.
Oof.
I almost said I thought it was a shovel, but that was another scene. This happens fucking twice.
Continue, man. Continue.
Hair and makeup. It was alright. It was good.
They slayed.
Another day, another slay for the Assassination Nation.
Even when they were dying, they look great.
Sure. Effects. Yeah, I don't know. It's mostly practical. I watched there was a Q&A that happened when this was screened at the Toronto International Film Festival, where Sam Levinson said they used real guns.
Oh my fucking god.
No ammunition, but
well, yeah, obviously. But of course,
you can't get. You really have to get the feel of the guns.
He may be crazy. I don't know.
I think he's crazy.
Shh. Okay. Thank you, Sam Levinson.
Thank you, Sam Levinson. And of course, at the very end, during the credits, they play Miley Cyrus. What?
God,
the marching band plays the Miley Cyrus song, "Walking Through."
What was the song?
Empty. We Can't Stop.
Yeah, right. And we can't.
Apparently they used the song "Wave of Mutilation" by the Pixies in it.
I don't even remember that.
I didn't notice that, and I've been listening to that song a lot.
God,
and I would have loved it if it was noticeable.
I don't love the soundtrack. There's so many
it's just not my jam.
Pop oh god, they're like, it's a specific style of pop music that was like very popular, like I think even like before that time. Feels very like Tumblr.
Yeah.
Tumblr, like, you know, like,
yeah.
And they like, there's so many different tracks they throw on in the beginning, and they all kind of just sound the same. None of them are really good. That's what I think. Anyways. Awards?
Awards. Sure. Yes, awards. Did I have anything else to say? With my notes, we live in a society. I am constantly reminded that a Gen X man wrote this. I think I said all of it. Oh, shit.
What?
What do you think of the Carrie Fisher tribute?
The fuck are you talking about?
What?
Wait, I didn't catch this on this, but I feel like I remember. Just run me up to speed.
Maud Apatow's character has a scene where she's wearing the sort of Princess Leia-esque hairdo.
Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah.
And one of the characters says something like, "Carrie, if you're listening, we miss you." And that's so out of nowhere. And
I didn't catch that.
And it feels so insensitive in a way from this movie.
Damn, okay.
Because this movie in general is fucking insensitive. And I don't see any reason for the characters to say that. And I don't feel any reason for the movie to say that.
Okay.
I'm getting a little worked up here.
Maybe a little.
But that's all I had.
That's all the awards?
No, hold on. Here's the awards.
Do your job, bitch.
Midnight Madness at the Toronto International Film Festival.
This is a Midnight Madness kind
Third
of movie.
place. And that's all I had.
Really? Okay, that kind of makes sense. I don't think
what awards are... What major awards
given him,
bodies?
A directing... I don't know. You could have given him a Razzie.
Maybe the Razzies. But I feel like this movie is so... I don't really want to say controversial, but it does have that energy of like you either love it or you hate it. And no major awards bodies are going to be unanimous in that.
Yeah.
And obviously it's not getting any Oscars or whatever, but
yeah,
like those sort of genre-y ones, like the Saturns, for instance, even they probably couldn't go for this movie. Just, Assassination Nation. You think it's good?
I think I enjoyed it.
I think it is straight up bad, and I also didn't enjoy it this time.
Which
is weird, because I kind of loved it.
I thought we were going to be on the same page again.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry, but...
God.
I just couldn't get into this.
I'm looking at, like, the Midnight Madness for that year. It was... God, Assassination Nation, you had the Halloween remake,
Halloween 1, Midnight Madness.
The Predator played? That's weird.
That's a weird double feature.
Climax. Are we ever going to talk about Climax? Is that does that count for this year? I want to talk about Climax.
I didn't see it. I think it officially came out in America the following year. I don't think it counts for this list, unfortunately.
Fuck. That's...
Yeah. I really wanted to watch Climax.
I've watched... I fucking... It's crazy-ass movie. I love it. 2019.
Maybe I'll watch Climax eventually.
Watch Climax
I've
either
heard
way.
It's good. Bye.
The whole second half is one take.
Damn.
That's a whole half of the movie. And I don't think enough people, maybe mention that. Yeah. Crazy shit.
Crazy shit.
Choices for next week? I am mine.
Yes.
I don't know if you want me to kick it up.
You kick it up.
Okay. So, as we said, Toronto International Film Festival. What do you know? It's here.
Mm-hmm.
There's a specific movie that's been getting a lot of buzz. Okay?
This year?
This year, yeah. In our year right now. And I thought it would have been interesting to go back to one of the director's previous work. And I don't know if this was their first movie. I have to double check that. But for this one, I am, of course, picking Vox Lux. And I know that shocked you. I know you weren't expecting that. The director of The Brutalist.
What's The Brutalist?
It's getting a lot of fucking attention. It's almost 4 hours long. It has... Is that Adrian Brody?
I don't know.
Wait, shit. You don't know? That's one of the biggest movies at the festival right now.
I don't know. I'm sorry.
Well, look, I'm sure it's gonna get nominated for some Oscars this year. So, I guess be on the lookout. You're gonna know about it soon enough. I'm sure.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, my pick is Vox Lux.
I'm interested to watch Vox Lux.
Me too, man. And also because you made me self-conscious, man. You said I've been picking too many movies I've seen.
And you haven't seen this?
No. So I thought I'd go with something I haven't seen.
To counter that, I think I am going to pick a movie that I have seen. Because I haven't done that. I mentioned to you before that I've basically been going through a checklist. I wanted to do an Oscar movie and then a bad movie and then an international movie and a documentary, an animated movie.
Yeah.
And we hadn't done a female director, so I picked Destroyer.
Yes.
And now I'm still...
Dude, go with your gut on this one. I listen, I was stuck between two, and I just went with the first one that popped into mind. So I'm going to... Sidney?
Yeah?
I'm going to say 3, 2, 1, go, and you got to say the first one that comes into your mind. You ready?
Oh,
Turn off your... Sorry. What are you doing? We're in a podcast.
I know.
I'm going to have a talk with you.
Okay, so what were you saying? Go with my gut?
Yeah, 3.
Do you want me to
2,
go? Do you really
1,
want? Do you really want
now.
me to go with my gut?
Oh, now I don't want you to. By the sounds of that, that kind of scares me. Just go with what you feel, man.
Gotti.
Fuck you.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Let's go, Gotti.
Shouldn't have told him to go with his gut. God.
You were being so inspirational.
All right. You know what? Gotti. Fucking Gotti it is.
And, do you want to mention that I think, this is the start of the school year, and we probably won't have enough time to do a full 3-hour recording session.
You know what? I think we will have time.
Are you sure?
Yeah, because here's I think how we're going to do it moving forward. I think we can record each movie.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
So we see each other 2 times a week. I think maybe we can crank out one. I think we can crank out in the next 2 weeks.
And now we're recording each.
I think we can finish get the next one to a week or 2.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm still willing.
So I'm just
and maybe more guests at this point.
Yeah, I'm just setting up, like, at some point we're gonna start recording each movie separately, which means probably guests. I think. Yes, guests.
Maybe some famous people, huh? Some famous industry.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know.
We'll see. We'll see what happens.
And now it's onto the wheel, of course.
It's onto the wheel?
Yes.
Okay, so Vox Lux, Gotti, and...
Turn it up.
Turn it up. Turn that shit up. So excited.
Oh, no.
Oh, no?
God, what's book club? Is that the Melissa McCarthy one? No, it's not, right? What's book club?
Book club, let's go.
What the fuck is... Oh, God. What an interesting episode that's gonna be. Fuck. Who let book club on here?
Me.
God damn it. Sidney. You bastard.
It might be fun. It might be charming.
Well, we're doing book club.
We're doing book club.
Join us next week. Or
join us
eventually. Soon.
Join us eventually. For Vox Lux, Gotti, and Book Club. Thank you for listening. You almost said watching.
Fuck it up. Alright, goodbye.
Goodbye.